Hey guys, something super sad happened the other night. We had been riding some horses and we went to put the horses away, and it was already dark, and we have like a spotlight there down at the corral, and there was something kind of glistening out there in the horse pen, and I thought that looks weird. There was a pile of something, and I was like, that doesn't look like manure. That looks different. And I went out there, and there was a fetus. I'm trying to stay out of the wind. I thought it'd be better in this barn, but it's not much better. There was a fetus that one of the horses had aborted. Not only is that sad, but it's created a mystery for me. I looked at Charlotte and Lex, and neither of them had any discharge coming out. Neither of them acted like they'd been in labor. They both acted fine, but both of them were tested in foal here at Sean Palmer's place about, what was it? Probably a month or two ago. And so I knew both of them were in foal, but I couldn't tell which one it was. But there was also a little yearling rescue horse from off the reservation in there, and I thought it's possible she could have been pregnant. So one of them lost a baby, and I'm trying to figure out which one it was. So here's the story. You ultrasounded this mare and the other mare I brought just a month ago, and they both were in foal. But here's the problem. I found a fetus the other day in the corral, and I'm like, what the heck? Which one of them aborted? And I'm afraid it's my nice registered mare here, Lex. But if she's still in foal, then I brought the other one. But then there was a little rescue horse, just yearling in there with them.
Just to make sure and see.
This is, yeah, because it's not going to do me any good, except for I can rest assured that I know which one it was. And,
Yeah.
and I want to, why would they abort? Because it looked healthy. It was.
How big was the fetus? As big as that dog? A little smaller?
No, it was about the size of a rabbit.
A rabbit. Okay, like a jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? They're just.
So it could have been that res horse too.
Yeah. They're. Yeah. The. If there's something wrong, or if the fetus was diseased, then that can happen. Usually in about the 8 to 8.5 month area, in my experience, is a time that they can abort due to rhinopneumonitis and upper respiratory infection. But they wouldn't be really small like you're talking about. All I'm saying is there's reasons for abortion or natural abortion. Okay, she is in full.
Oh, good. Well, that's awesome. I was afraid she was the one that had lost a baby.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
she's very, very well developed.
She's letting you know that she's
Celebrating.
good. Well, good. That's awesome. But since they brought the other mare, let's see if she's still in full, and then it'll answer the mystery will be solved. It'll mean that little yearling res horse got pregnant, and it was probably good that it did abort because it's literally a yearling.
Yeah.
But that'll be awesome. I mean, it's not awesome, but it is. If there's one that's going to be that lost the foal, that's the one we're hoping. So
Doc White told me an interesting story. He said that he worked for a racehorse farm in Kentucky, and he said that they had about 100 yearling stud colts running with about 100 yearling fillies. And he said it wasn't exactly 100, but it was around 100 of each. And they call them yearlings. He says they were just shy of being a year old. And he said when he drove in one morning, he was there every single day at this place in Kentucky. And he said that he drove in one day and he saw a yearling stud colt mounted on a filly, and he was getting it done, and he said that they had to bring every filly in and preg test him, and he said that 11 of those yearling fillies were in foal. So what I learned from that story and what his point was that a yearling stud colt can get a yearling filly in foal.
And a yearling filly can conceive.
Yeah. And
So
not every time. Not every time. He's just saying that it is possible.
this would be awesome if that was, because I was afraid it was this mare.
Yeah.
That was the one that had slipped a colt. So while I have the other one here, we'll solve the mystery. Well, no, because this is our kid's horse, and Charlotte, and she was also running on the res when we got her as a rescue, and so I have no idea what she was exposed to. She's looking pretty fat, so I'm thinking she's still in foal. So I'll bet it was that little yearling that got pregnant, which would be the best scenario out of this whole thing. I'll be right there. Let me tie this up. Guys, I'm not excited that a baby was aborted, but I am so relieved that Lex is still in foal. That's huge. So let's go see if Charlotte's still in foal, and then if she is, then we know it was that yearling rescue horse that aborted. And again, that maybe was a good thing in the fact that she was so young, it would have probably been pretty hard on her to carry a baby anyway. So let's see what the results of Charlotte's ultrasound show. I hope you didn't mind me videoing while you're telling that story. That was fascinating. People were gonna find that really fascinating.
Yeah.
So Charlotte, she's not in foal to anything fancy. It'll just be a res stud. But again, this is gonna answer the mystery, because when I'll show you a picture of that fetus. I actually took a video, and that night I was like, oh no. I just put the horses away, and I looked out here. I thought there's something weird here, and I'm super sad because one of the horses has aborted their baby. And anyway, sorry this is graphic, but I'll show you how I know. I just saw something out here, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And so now I got to figure out which horse it is. Oh. Guys, we don't even know which horse could have aborted this baby, because neither of them showing any discharge or anything. It's about the size of my hand and a half maybe, but one of the sad parts of living on the farm. But there you go. You're still moving lots of hay, aren't you?
Lots, yeah.
Are the prices still decent, or are they starting to go back up?
Are. No, they. I can't believe it. I mean, it's pretty puzzling.
Well, I need to get some more, so but I don't need a whole semi. I need to find.
Bermuda's the only thing that's had a price increase. It didn't get as low. Well, just to give you an idea, a 64 bale squeeze of alfalfa delivered right here is about $1,200, and a really nice Bermuda is a little over $200 more, and they're
Wow.
premium alfalfa and premium Bermuda are usually about the same.
Why is Bermuda so much higher right now?
It has to do with supply and demand, and nice Bermuda is hard to come by.
Oh.
So, and there's less cuts of it per season.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people that farm alfalfa will get 9 cuts, sometimes 10 cuts in a year. Bermuda's about 6 or 7.
Oh, wow. How about the other grasses like triticale and
Triticale has a 1-year crop.
oh, is it?
You plant it. It's like wheat. Yeah, you plant
Oh, okay.
it, and the first cut is really nice and soft, and
Then it
second
gets
cut
stemmy,
gets a
huh?
little bit rounder stem. Yeah.
But she's looking so fat that I thought she was probably for sure in full.
Yeah. Okay, she is empty.
Is she really?
Yeah, I'm just looking for any parts or pieces. If it was hers, I'm just looking for anything else that might have got left in there. Yeah, so there's her right ovary. This is the body of her uterus right here. This is her bladder. Yeah, she's empty.
Does
You
she?
see that? There's a good shot right there. So this is her uterus, and this is her bladder. That's urine in her bladder. So this is her bladder. That's her uterus. But yeah, she's empty.
Well,
She sure got a big belly.
she's
she
just
just
been
eating
eating
a
a lot. But do
I'm
you?
not used to that.
Yeah, that's true. Does she look good though? There's no cysts. I appreciate so much my cousin Sean helping me out because he is amazing with that equine reproduction stuff, and he's so good to fit me in, and he sells a lot of hay and is a busy guy. Thanks, Sean, you're amazing. Well, the mystery has been solved, and it's a lot different than I thought it was. I'm super happy that Lex is still in foal to Gold 66. I'm sad that Charlotte lost her baby, but you know what? Maybe it's best for her to be able to rest a little bit. She is under 5 years old, and she had a baby with her when we rescued her, and then she was pregnant again, and she was skinny when we got her. And so, you know what? Maybe it's just Mother Nature's way of giving her a break. Some people may be critical and think it's happened because she's been being exercised, but honestly, I took a horse on a 100-mile horseback trip when I was 16 years old. It was my first horse, and we didn't even know she was pregnant. Took her on a 100-mile horseback trip, and 3 weeks later she had a baby. And so, just like humans, if you exercise through pregnancy, it's actually good for you. And she's definitely not been exercised too hard. Maureen's been doing some jumping with her, but not a lot of it. I mean, just a few jumps every time she goes out. And so anyway, like I say, some people may be critical and say that's why she aborted the foal. I believe there's probably something wrong with the foal, or I don't know. Like I say, I think it's Mother Nature's way of letting her just rest her body a little bit. So I'm super excited though that Lex is still in foal. Now, I am going, you may notice that I've changed locations a little bit. I'm up here in the cedar trees. I'm getting a few additions to the farm that I'm super excited about, and I think you're gonna be excited about. And so, should I tell you? I guess I'll go ahead and tell you because I'm waiting for the lady to show up. But anyway, Fred, the peacock, when we first got him, he had a girlfriend named Wilma, Fred and Wilma. Wilma disappeared and we never found her, and it was super sad. Well, we're gonna add to Fred's little group of buddies. I'm gonna get another male peacock, and 2 females. So we'll have Fred and Wilma and Barney, and I don't remember what Barney's wife's name was on Flintstones. So let me know what that name was, but that's what we're gonna name them, and we're super excited. After I knew that Lex was in foal, I thought for sure that yearling was the mystery, but hopefully the yearling's not pregnant, even though we've learned from Sean that they can be pregnant that young. And I knew they could be pregnant that young, and that's what I was thinking probably was the case when we knew that Lex was still in foal. But because Charlotte's so fat, but she's just been eating a lot and getting healthy, and she's fat and sassy. So anyway, mystery solved. But while I'm waiting for this lady to show up to get the peacocks, we've had a little idea. Some people have been so kind to us as we've started our channel and sent us gifts for the farm or whatever, and probably the kindest gift we've ever received came this week. I'm excited to show it to you. Let me show it to you right now. All right, kids never get too old to want to open up packages. It's like Christmas. So Casey wants to open this before she runs to basketball practice. Yeah. Go for it, Casey.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Is that like a crocheted Afghan?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Who in the heck did that? Is there, what else is in there?
There's hot pads and no. Says, here are Afghans for your granddaughters and pot holders for your daughter and daughter-in-law. It's from Ed. Thank you so much, Ed.
Are you serious? Ed
Yeah.
just did this again for us. So there's some, Ed I think's in his 70s if I'm not wrong, maybe even 80s, and he crochets and he's done stuff for us before. So look at all these pot holders. We'll even give one of these to Maureen to take back to France. Casey, you get these, he said, for daughters and daughters-in-laws. Mm-hmm. And then look at these beautiful Afghans for the granddaughters. That is awesome. All right, have fun at basketball practice.
Thanks.
Wasn't that awesome? Ed, thank you so much. That's just the coolest thing and such a kind gift. You took tons of time and really obviously cared about us, to think about us, and to spend so much time crocheting those. So thank you so much. But it made us think of an idea. With Christmas coming up, some of you have fallen in love with certain animals of ours, and we thought it'd be fun if you wanted to send them something for Christmas. You could send a gift card or get on our Amazon wish list or whatever. And so check out our Amazon wish list, and there's different things you could get for your favorite animal. Identify which animal you're getting for. And sorry, I didn't know if that was the lady that was pulling up. Anyway, identify which animal you want the treats to go to, or the grain or the blanket or whatever, and we'll wrap it up, and then the animals will have something for Christmas too. We just thought that might be kind of fun for you. Don't feel any obligation at all to do that, but they love the treats or whatever that you send, and we thought that'd be kind of a fun Christmas idea, so that you can feel like you're getting to give your favorite animal something for Christmas. So we have the peacocks, we have the chickens, we have the quail, we have the dogs, Jasper and Missy. We have all of our horses, and those of you that are big horse fans, you know which horse is your favorite. There's 66, there's Gold 66, there's Chipper, there's Nugget, there's Lex, there's Charlotte, there's Blue Mickey, there's Peppy, and I hope I said them all. There's Kick 66, but Kick 66 will be sold by then. So anyway, if you want to send a treat to one of them for Christmas, just identify which one it's for, and we will we'll it'd be kind of fun just together these and maybe have them wrapped up, and then you can kind of see that you got to make their Christmas special. So hard to believe Christmas is just right around the corner. I think she'll be here any minute, and we'll grab these peacocks and be headed home. And hopefully you thought of what Barney's wife's name was, because I don't remember, but we just thought that would be kind of fun to have a Fred and Wilma. Wasn't it Fred and Barney? I think it was. So who was Barney's wife? So hopefully you put that in the comments, and let's load up these peacocks and we'll head home. Well, guys, I made it home with the peacocks, but I'm running to watch some junior high wrestling. The Wilhelms from Tin Barn Farm and some of our friends from here in town are wrestling. But let me show you, I got them home. She also gave me a couple roosters. I didn't need roosters, but we can let them go on the farm here after a while. But there you go. There's Barney and Wilma and whatever the other one's going to be called. And we'll leave them in here for probably a couple months till they're very accustomed to the area, and then we'll let them out. Fred hasn't figured out they're up here yet, so it'll be fun when he figures out they're here.